Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed B reading, that is in the bazaars of Hyderabad. And I think you remember the story of that poem. What is the story? Yes, it is in the bazaars of Hyderabad. One can find all the things. The merchants sell crimson and silver colored turbans, tunics of purple brocade, umber paneled mirrors, and jade handled daggers. The vendors weigh saffron, lentil, and rice. The maidens grind sandalwood, henna, and spice. The peddlers sell chessmen and ivory dice. The goldsmiths make wristlets, anklets, and ring bells for the feet of blue pigeons, gold griddles for dancers, and gold scabbards for the king. The fruitmen sell citron, pomegranate, and plum. The magicians play their magic for a long, long period. The flower girls make bright blue colored tassels, crowns for the brow of a bridegroom, chaplets to garland his bed, new garnered sheets of white to perfume the death. So this is the story about the lesson in the bazaars of Hyderabad. Today we are moving to another lesson, and the name of the lesson is Bammera Potana, the jewel of Telugu literature. It is from C reading. So today we are going to learn about a famous poet, and the name of that poet is Bammera Potana, and he is called as the jewel of Telugu literature. So today we will learn about him. Bammera Potana, the jewel of Telugu literature. Bammera Potana was the remarkable poet who was born in our state. He translated Bhagavatam into Telugu. He was born in Bammera village of Warangal district. He belonged to an agricultural family. His father was Kesana and his mother was Lakshmamma. He never hesitated to work in the agricultural fields despite his interest in poetry. So this paragraph tells us about the life of Bammera Potana. So what they are saying, Bammera Potana was the remarkable poet. Remarkable means special. So what they are saying, Bammera Potana was a special poet who was born in our state. In our state means in Telangana state. And he translated Bhagavatam into Telugu. So normally we find the scriptures mostly in Sanskrit, isn't it? So he translated that Bhagavatam into Telugu, and he was born in Bammera village. So where it is located, it is he was born means where did he born? He was born in Bammera village of Warangal district, and he belonged to an agricultural family. And what was the name of his father and mother? Yes, his father name was Kesana and his mother name was Lakshmamma, and he never hesitated to work in the agricultural fields despite his interest in poetry. So what they are saying, he never hesitated means he paused before doing something. So he never hesitated to work in the agriculture fields. So means as he was very much interested in poetry, but he never uh, means he never hesitated, means he never thought why should I do this work. And he used to work in agriculture fields, and he used to help his parents. At the early age, Potana wrote Bogini Dandakamu for King Sri Singha Bhupala. Later, he wrote Veerabhadra Vijayamu, describing the adventures of Veerabhadra, the son of Lord Shiva. The main theme of the work was the destruction of the yajna performed by King Daksha in the absence of Lord Shiva. So, what they are saying, at the early age, Potana wrote some books. So, what are they? Potana wrote Bogini Dandakamu for King Sri Singha Bhupala. So, he wrote a book for Sri Singha Bhupala, and the name of that book is Bogini Dandakamu. And later, he wrote Veerabhadra Vijayamu. It it explains about the adventures of Veerabhadra. And who is Veerabhadra? He is the son of Lord Shiva. And the main theme of that work means, why did the adventures, means why did he do those adventures, means it is to it is for the destruction of the yajna performed by the king Daksha in the absence of Lord Shiva. So it explains about the adventures and why he has done those things. Means he want to stop the yajna performed by the king Daksha in the absence of Lord Shiva. So all those things were explained in Veerabhadra Vijayam. Potana was a devotee of Lord Shiva. Later, he became a devotee of Lord Rama and developed interest in salvation. It is said that he was invoked by Lord Rama and took up the work of translating Vyasa's Bhagavatam into Telugu, which was later known as Potana's Bhagavatam. It is said that Lord Rama himself complimented the work. Potana himself credited this in his Bhagavatam. So, what they are saying, Potana was a devotee of Lord Shiva. Devotee means one who is strongly interested in something. Means, like, devotee means who believes, means, or who worships, means who are very much, he is a very, means he is a strong believer of Lord Shiva. Who? Potana was a strong believer of Lord Shiva, and later he became a devotee of Lord Rama and developed interest in salvation. And it is said that he was invoked by Lord Rama and took up the work of translating Vyasa's Bhagavatam into Telugu. So, what did he do after becoming a devotee of Lord Rama? He has started to translate Vyasa's Bhagavatam into Telugu, and which is now known as Potana's Bhagavatam. And it is said that Lord Rama himself complimented, means make something better. The work, Potana himself credited this in his Bhagavatam. So, Potana has mentioned in his Bhagavatam saying that Lord Rama himself has made something better the work. పలికెడిది భాగవతమట పలికించెడివాడు రామభద్రుండట నే పలికిన భవహరమగునట పలికెద వేరొండు గాథ పలుకగ నేల. So this is one of the Vyasa written by Potana. Means it is I'll read it once for you. పలికెడిది భాగవతమట పలికించెడివాడు రామభద్రుండట నే పలికిన భవహరమగునట పలికెద వేరొండు గాథ పలుకగ నేల. So what does this explain? Potana dedicated his Bhagavatam to Lord Rama, refusing the orders of King Padmanayaka. He thought it would be better to dedicate the divine work to Lord Rama, not to any mortal king. So, what he has decided, Potana has dedicated his Bhagavatam, means he has translated Vyasa's Bhagavatam into Telugu. So, that one he wanted to dedicate it. He has dedicated his Bhagavatam to Lord Rama, means refusing the orders of King Padma Nayaka. He thought, means he refusing means he didn't obey the orders of King Padma Nayaka, and he dedicated his Bhagavatam to Lord Rama, and he thought it would be better to dedicate the divine work to Lord Rama, not to an mortal king. So he thought it would be better if he dedicate the divine work, means holy work, to Lord Rama instead of any mortal king. Potana was fond of using rhythm and repetition of sounds. His descriptions touched the hearts of the readers. Even common people quote the verses of Gajendra Mokshamu and Prahalada Charitra from Potana Bhagavatam. So, what they are saying is Potana was fond of using rhythm and repetition of sounds. Rhythm means musical pattern. So, he was very much fond of using musical pattern and repetition of sounds, and his descriptions touch the hearts of the readers, means it will reach to every person. Even common people quote the verses of Gajendra Mokshamu and Prahalada Charitra from Potana Bhagavatam. So what he is saying is even a common people also can read those verses of Gajendra Mokshamu and Prahalada Charitra from Potana Bhagavatam. Potana is not among us now, but his works live forever and ever. His poetry still rings in our ears. So, Potana is not among us now, means he is not alive, but his works live forever and ever, means he has done a great work to the Telugu literature. So his works live forever and ever, and his poetry still rings in our ears, means we can hear the poetry of Potana in our ears still also, means now also we can hear, means we can remember the poetries of Potana though he is not alive. And I think you have understood this lesson. There are some hard words. First one is Bammera Potana, second is literature, third is remarkable, fourth is translated, fifth is Bhagavatam, sixth is Varangal, seventh is agriculture, eighth is hesitated, ninth describing, 10th adventures, 11 destruction, 12 absence, 13 salvation, 14 invoked, 15 complimented, 16 credited, 17 rhythm, 18 repetition. And there are some meanings. Remarkable means special, hesitated means pause before doing something, devotee means one who is strongly interested in something, translate means to change into a different language, compliment means make something better, rhythm musical pattern, quote repeat the words said by someone. So, and your home assignment is write hard words and meanings in your notebooks. Students, I have given you hard words and meanings separately. I want you to write them neatly in your notebook without any spelling mistakes, and also learn the hard words, means learn the spellings of the hard words and also learn the meanings. and we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.